reality in disguise. Put your fist up in the skies.
I want to talk about the period of time that it takes to manifest something, and how the way we are being in our present moment affects the period of time it takes to manifest something. Because for me, that has been the most confusing aspect of manifestation. And I would get stuck in feeling like things should manifest faster for me. And when they didn't, I would become doubtful. I would feel disappointed in myself. I would feel disappointed in spirit. I would feel like spirit is just not talking to me and guiding me and leading me and supporting me. I'll get mad. I'll even be like, my ancestors must be not listening to me. My ancestors must not care about me right now and what's going on. So, what happens is, if you get stuck in this space when you're creating something, you're giving birth to something, you're manifesting something, you're longing for something, you're desiring something to be a part of your experience. One of the things that helps is to daydream about it. I daydream, honestly, y'all, I daydream most of the day. I take daydream breaks all through the day. When I start having negative thoughts, I just start daydreaming. I daydream something completely opposite. If I'm sitting in the doctor's office and I am about to get a test that I know is not going to feel good to me, and I'll get stuck in that space of dreading this moment, I'm not longing for it, right? I want it to be over, but I'm having to wait. So it creates dread in that moment. This is what we do. We create dread on the way to manifesting something. You're still in progress of manifesting something, but the energy you allow yourself to marinate in is going to affect the timing of that manifestation. And it's also going to affect what the journey feels like on the way to the manifestation. So what helps for me, and I know saying that I'm getting tested is painful or something like that. Maybe some people can't relate to that, but I feel like most humans with a physical body can relate to something being uncomfortable. So if I'm sitting there waiting and I'm dreading this procedure, or I'm dreading this test, I'm dreading getting a mammogram. Mammograms hurt like hell. I don't know why we got all this technology and we can't figure out how to make mammograms not hurt. But, okay, I digress back to my point. So as I'm sitting here and I feel this period of waiting is becoming dreadful, I say to myself, how is feeling dread about this going to help me? And I really think about it. And once I ask myself this, I realize it's a pretty stupid question, because I can hardly ever think of something that is going to be beneficial about dreading something. And I don't get an answer. I cannot think of anything that's going to make this experience call for me to feel dread. Once I realize I'm feeling an emotion that's not going to benefit me, now it's like a hot potato. I want to get this emotion out of my hand. And it's no purpose for me to hold on to this hot potato. It's burning my hand. Okay, let me figure out how to let this go. And if you just look at the emotions that come up that you know aren't beneficial for you and whatever you manifesting, just look at it like a hot potato. I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling fear about something. Okay, this is a hot potato, and this ain't benefiting me right now. This particular thing is not benefiting me. It's a hot potato in my hand. I need to figure out how to let it go. It don't matter how long it takes. Just in your mind, I want to figure out how to let it go. I'm open to figuring out how to let this go, because my hand is hot. It's burning, right? And you might just start laughing at yourself sitting there thinking and ruminating in your mind about how to let an emotion go. This is what happened to me. So I'm thinking about dread. I'm like, how do I let this go? Because I keep thinking thoughts that create more dread. Like, oh my goodness, why am I still doing this? and I'll shift my mind away for a moment. I'll daydream about this cup of tea that I'm going to make when I get home, and how dope it's going to be, and how I'm going to turn into a ceremony. So I started thinking about that. I'm like, I can't wait when I get home. I'm going to do my tea. This is how I reward my body for having a difficult experience in a 3D matrix. I always give myself rewards because I know I deserve rewards. So I give them to myself. It don't matter how small they are or how big they are. I make sure that I give rewards to myself. That's my self-love. So I'm thinking about that. And then my mind goes right back to, ooh, you remember how bad this mammogram hurt last time, and the lady didn't even get the images that she needed, so she had to do it twice. Ooh, what if that happened to you again? And I'm like, okay, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Let me get this out of my hand, hot potato. And I'm laughing at myself that I'm creating this thought that creates this emotion that don't feel good to me, and my mind keeps going back to it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, my mind is really determined to think thoughts that create emotions that don't feel good to me. Okay, all right. Okay, hot potato. That's hot potato. Okay, let me slow it down for a moment. All right, okay. Yes, that did happen. I'm gonna validate that thought. Yes, that did happen. But it doesn't mean that will happen again, because I don't have anything to prove that that's going to happen again. And if I can't prove it, if there is no logical, physical reason showing up that validates this is something that I need to be worried about, I'm not going to worry about it. And thank you for reminding me of that. However, that hasn't happened to me more than once, which means it doesn't ever even have to happen again. So thank you. Now I have shifted. I've dropped the hot potato. I let it go. I let the hot potato go. I use the PRP, positive reframe practice, that I've been teaching in the courses, and it helps you to let it go. And once you let it go, nature abhors an empty space. Okay, this is why when we're in a void space in our journey and our awakening, we feel pretty uncomfortable more often than we would like to, feel. It's part of the journey. You're not going to stay there forever. Okay, we ride in waves of consciousness. The water of the age of Aquarius is being poured out on us. We're riding through these waves, and I'm telling you, the wave can drop you off on the exact island you want to be on. To have the exact experience you want to have, it can do that. But it can also drop you off a cliff. So it's kind of up to you how you want to ride the waves. And we can't direct the water, but we can direct the way we are experiencing that moment. And so if you're riding the waves of ascension and transcending your traumas and clearing karmic debt and creating dharma, creating a life you want to live, creating a life where you actually want to you can't wait to get up out of bed. You're like, I'm excited for the day. We can have that. Along the way, just let go of the hot potato thoughts, because we overused our mind. Age of Aquarius is mental energy, so we are being taught lessons in the earth school about our mental energy and the way we use it. And that do sometimes show up as almost feeling like two separate people throughout your day, because you're editing yourself as you go. That's beautiful. That's the goal, to be able to edit the way that you think and how you respond to the thought as you go. So daydream about something to pull you out of the discomfort of these hot potato thoughts. Find something to daydream about. Find a favorite color in the room. For me, I like to keep my crystals with me. I'm packing at least 3 or 4 crystals everywhere we go. We're in a spiritual warfare. I don't care what other people say about what they think about crystals. I know crystals help me, and so I stay focused on my relationship with my crystals and keep them in the journey with me, right? Because that's how I feel. Now, it may be something different for you, but whatever it is, make sure that you're living in integrity with that thing that you feel is so important to you. Okay, you want to live in integrity, so have your tools. if it's an affirmation or breath work or mantra, like have your tools and shift so that you can get this hot potato out your hand, so that you can create a PRP, a positive reframe, to practice it, to get this hot potato thought out your hand that may be slowing down your manifestation and making the journey more unpleasant than it has to be on the way. So, as the shadow worker that I am, I must say there's two sides to this. Alright? The other side of this is sometimes we are trying to manifest something we're not really quite ready for. So the subconscious patterns that you haven't worked on, the shadow parts of you, they will slow it down. So you might not be thinking a lot of negative thoughts. You actually might be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities that confirm that you own your path. You're doing the work. But if there's a part of you that's like, but I'm not ready for this, and you like hell bent on dragging this part of you, that's going to slow down your manifestation, and that's going to make the journey a lot more difficult. In these moments, I do the exact same thing. I go back to using my mind in a way that's going to serve me. So I think things into existence I want to feel. So if I want that shadow part of me that is afraid of these things that I say I want, aka a relationship with somebody who really sees me. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all say y'all ready for the twin flame reunion. I know y'all say y'all ready for this work. As I sit here from a twin flame reunion, let me say to you, it is not for the faint of heart. And you must really, really be in touch with who you truly are. Okay? To get the full benefit that this sacred union brings. Okay? And sometimes we're not ready. It's nothing negative that will benefit you to feel towards yourself when you're not ready. Just acknowledge, I'm just not fully ready. I'm just not there yet, but I will be eventually, as long as I stay on the path that I am being led intuitively, with the synchronicities that show up for me, with the people who pop up on my feed, and it validates something I was just feeling or thinking about. Like, I'm on the path and I'm grateful for that. So repressed shadow part of me, thank you for letting me know that you are not ready, and that you're not ready to open up in this way. And that you do yearn for deep intimacy, but you have some traumatic wounds that cause you to feel negative emotions around vulnerability. And vulnerability is required to be intimate. So the very thing that you want, you find a way to push it away. Okay, so we're going to take our time. And this is you to you. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush you. Yes, I would love to be booed up now with my twin flame or my soulmate or whatever, but I'm not going to rush you, because I have felt rushed throughout my life, and I don't want to be the villain to myself anymore. I want to be the lover. I want to be the easy lover, right? I want to be the easy lover. She's an easy lover. Yeah. Stop being easy, and you will feel better. When you feel better, the manifestations are able to flow better, because you're opening up to receive. You didn't have to change anything in your life. You didn't have to go climb a mountain to talk to a guru to get this. This just came to you just like this right now. And this is how easy everything else that your heart desires can flow to you. So if this was enlightening for you, or maybe I confirmed some things you were feeling, check out the course, the 3D Matrix Detox course. That works on detoxing many different patterns of thinking that we have in different areas of life, I went through it. I lived it. I created this course as I was going through it. And I had some really, really deep, dark night of the soul experiences that gave me such insight. So this course is a light for those who we're all doing shadow work on some level. Some of us maybe just not as delivered as others. Some of us maybe don't see the benefit as much of others. Maybe we're trying to get away from our shadow because we're uncomfortable. Whatever it may be, I felt it all. And as a Sybil, a prophetess, a oracle, Mami Wata, in my being, I experienced the collective personally. Like, that shit be feeling like it's me. And as an intuitive that is highly empathic, who also was a people pleaser for many years, living as a codependent person, anchored to every human being in my existence, making sure that any need and any problem is fixed by me immediately as soon as I find out about it. Hypervigilant as a result of trauma that I experienced as a child and throughout my life. As someone who did not ever feel safe to just be because of many experiences that I have shared. And some of them are pretty movie-worthy experience. I must say so myself. I have manifested the most dramatic, intense ways of learning these earth school lessons. Come on. Like, y'all know sometimes we manifest some of the worst dramas. And on the other side of it, you're like, you know what? That was something that I must have manifested to go through so that I could be who I am right now. And I'm grateful. And that's the gangster gratitude, right? Where you're grateful for the things that were uncomfortable. And you're grateful for the things, that maybe led to loss. And whatever it may be, all of these experiences have a treasure inside of them, and they can be molded into something beautiful. So this is why I talk about turning your shadows into superpowers. More and more that's coming up for me, more and more, especially my channel messages. I'm noticing I'm talking about that more, because what is that process and how do you do that as you're discovering these shadow aspects of you, right? So everything can be received as a treasure for your journey. Everything. All of it. I know that's a big statement and that's pretty bold, but I'm going to stand on that shit. Everything. It's something in it for you. Until it's not. And when it's not, it's no longer serving you. I also have ceremonies and manifestations and meditations and affirmations that you can use to shift out of that space. So baby, we're turning our shadows into superpowers. You are loved. You are everything that you ever needed and ever wanted. You are discovering that. And whatever has dropped off from you in your life was just allow you to experience who you really are outside of the programs, outside of the core wounds that we have. Like, we're not those things. Who we are is the I amness of source energy, fragmented, sprinkled all over planet Earth. And we're all having these experiences because God is meeting herself, meeting himself, discovering these bits and parts of herself. We are creating some really beautiful threads of energy that is turning into a beautiful fabric. We really are. We really, really are doing this. Yes, we really are. Let yourself receive this. Go ahead and open up. I see. Come on, open on up and receive it. Like I just said, I really am weaving a beautiful fabric of love consciousness. Ooh, I really am weaving a beautiful fabric of love consciousness. It feels good, right? That's yours, baby. Take that and hold it inside of you. Because we like to hold on to the hot potato. So let's see how long you can hold on to this diamond right here. That is you. You are simply experiencing the I divine parts of you in this message with me. So this ain't no credit to me. This is you, me reflecting you to you. As we are creating new verses of the song called Life, ensuring that the next hook and chorus that we sing is something that feels like love to us. It will also radiate and transmit love across the planet, everywhere we go. We will drip some love juice everywhere we go. Just season a little bit, seasoning the planet with some sweetness everywhere that we go. If that's something that your heart craves, maybe you hate everybody and hate everything right now. And maybe that don't resonate. I went through that too, and that's in the course as well. And remember, I have been doing the marketing research, asking your questions, asking that your questions that matter the most to you, right, be shared with us to create this course. So this course is like nothing else I ever found. This was really created by you, for you, but it was for me too. This is that age of Aquarius, new energy where we can heal as a group, as a collective. Like, this is so juicy, and I just want to keep going because I'm so satisfied with the way this message went. I had no idea where it was going to go. I was like, hot potato. Y'all want me to talk about hot potatoes? And I was like, yeah, we're going to talk about hot potatoes today. I was like, I have no idea how this is relevant, but I'm going to trust this process. So join me at newverselive.com. I'll put the links below. But you deserve to have what it is that you desire, and you can have it. And I'll be there along the way to help you. You're gonna have to do the work. I'm not gonna do the work for you. Look, this is what I came to heal. I would love to jump in and do it for you, but you're gonna find so much more pleasure in you doing it for yourself. And you can share your journey with us. You can share some of the things that you are learning as well. You'll be added to the private group. So just come have some fun with us. Come do some healing with us. Let's create this new verse, living alive, the song our soul came to live in this cypher called Life Together. Just being creative, weird, different, unique, whatever it is that we are, just being able to be who we are and finally enjoy who we are more. When you feel this way about yourself, any person that you attract into your life is going to reflect that. So this has got a lot of bonuses to it. Doing this 3D detox work has a lot of bonuses that comes with it. And if you desire, like me, to be able to walk away from a job or a career or something you just really hate, to do something you love doing, and this is how you take care of your family, this is how you take care of yourself. My energy that was necessary to get to this point is also in this course. It's so beautiful the way that the frequency can radiate from one person's experience to the other. We're interconnected. So that's another bonus if that's something that you desire. I'm going to get out here now, and I think I'm going to record some more juiciness, and I'll post that later. But download the Spaces app so that you get the push notifications, because sometimes throughout the day I like to just pop up and drop some sweet love into your life. And yes, I prefer to transmit an energy when I'm in an inspired space than to give you anything other than that. And I fell into that for a little while, trying to keep up with deadlines. But when I meet you here, so much more that we can co-create together with this energy. And so yes, for those of you who are not new, you already know what we're about to do. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. New me stay.
Put your
I
fist up
say.
in the skies. Royalty in disguise. Put your fist up in the sky.